Alright, welcome back everybody to Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. Okay, so yesterday the last thing we did apparently is kill this guy for his backpack. Which is always good. Love a good backpack. Joel, good morning. How are you? Apparently my eye is really hot because my glasses is fogged up. I have a hot eye. As far as what quest we were doing, I think we were just doing the factions and this main quest for the moment. Travel to Cloud Rest. Where is Cloud Rest? Down here. Okay. Let's go to here then. Spook, what's going on? Welcome. That's the main quest. Let's do the faction stuff first. How do I get down? This way. Have either of you guys played Blasphemous or Death's Gambit? Know of both, but haven't played. Okay. Because I own both of them and was considering playing them at some point. Oh, he makes he makes babbies. Nope. Morning, Mouse. How are you? Apart from mousing. I haven't played Blasphemous, but I've seen gameplay of it. It's 2D Dark Souls where your character has a pointy head. Yes, and apparently it's quite, there's like heavy religious themes or something in it.
The winged Saina, the mediator of earth and sky, came from Ishara. She beheld the suffering desert and swooped down upon the hollow land. Her feathers shaded the scorching sands. Her wings cooled the broken ground. Her tears fell to the dust, where rivers were born.
There's a few 2D Souls-likes I want to try. Those two. Salt and Sanctuary I still have never... I've played for like 40 minutes, so I definitely want to play that at some point. There's a game called Ender Lilies, which I've had on my wishlist for a while. Not bad, another lazy day ahead. Sounds good. There's also a FPS roguelike that I got on Steam Summer Sale for very cheap as well, which looked pretty cool. This is the wrong place. What's that one called? Gunfire Reborn. I had some Steam wallet money left over, so I got some stuff. I got Bad North, which looks fun. Tangle Deep, Gunfire Reborn. I think I got something else. Anyway. So we'll give them all a go at some point. I don't even think it's worth stealthing in this area. Shit just dies too quick. Hello?
Look, Beeson has carved his own way into the mountain, and that will be our route as well. Let's go.
To war.
Yes, to war.
Oathblade.
What level are these guys? Orange, okay, that's good. A swordsman! Oh, a mage. That. Oh, I'm so sick of lockpicking. Rotting daggers. Oh, hello. 48 over 7 seconds. That's going to be 44 over 6 seconds. Less piercing damage, more physical. Take it. Get some poison, boys. Also, I'm going to be doing a multiplayer stream of Muck at some point. Considering it's free. You guys feel free to join if that sounds like something you want to do. I think Dead and Zodo are currently in. I'm not sure as a spellcaster or whatever, shadowcaster, whatever thing I am. I'm not sure how much of it you're meant to spend casting spells and how much of it you're meant to spend in melee. Like, it's obviously play how you want, but I don't know if it's meant to be more focused on spells or on melee. Hey, Zoda. I just mentioned your name. Fucking mages, man. Earlier in Overwatch, there was this guy who teabagged after killing me, even though someone else did most of the damage to me, and typed ha 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 in chat after killing one of my friends. The play of the game was me charging at him as Reinhardt, and he was the only one killing it. I'd say that's karma. Yep, not bad. Wait, so we don't need to be in here anymore? Oh no, that's where we came in. Right, so we're just going the wrong way, effectively. In what context? I was talking about how we're going to do a muck stream, and you said you were interested in playing.
We'd better keep going.
Fuck off. Just let me run.
Ryan Shane's.
No!
Oathblade.
Okay, what is this? That's weird to put, like, some sacrificial circle thing, and then it just does nothing. I have not yet, no. I intend to, though.
Oathblade.
What? Oh my god. So fucking annoying.
We'll hold them back. You go on. Do what you came to do.
Hello? Do I have to go all the way back around from the other side? No, Archmage. Do I have anything in my inventory that... No.
Forswarm.
I think I have to go all the way back around. Which fucking sucks. If I get there and this isn't it, then it's obvious it's back at that thing that's blocking us, but I did have that medallion. I can't remember what the medallion was for, but I had a medallion. I put it in my bank. I'm not sure whether it's connected to this quest line or not. I guess that's the problem playing the game the way I have, is that I've done little bits of all these different quest lines. Like I did a bit of this one and then a bit of that one, and I can't remember what's part of what. Alright, so this is a drop down to here. So it's definitely back where we were. I should have quick save and quick loaded. Oh well. Quest items should not take inventory space. Agreed. Look at this shit. 2 of these. All these, we will get rid of these eventually once we kill 2 more or whatever they are. These 2 things, I stole this one because I thought maybe I could, I don't know why I stole it. Can't get rid of them, can't add them to junk. Got all this shit. But it doesn't really matter too much because we're just gonna get endless backpacks, so it's not too big of a deal, but it's still a pain in the ass. Like, what game is it? It's something I played recently. Where if you deleted something that was to do with the quest, you would just, like, summon a new one in your bag. So if you got, like, a medallion and you needed it for something, to, like, get through a barrier or something, but you accidentally sold it or deleted it or something like that, when you got to the point, you would just create another one. So it's not like, well, that quest line's broken because you got rid of the thing. That was good. I can't remember what the hell game it was. Just found out you can look up HP games of earlier months. Alright, sweet. I thought the easiest way of doing that, Zoto, as well, would be me to just stream on Discord and you can just look. It would be a lot quicker. So what the shit? Maybe I'm supposed to talk to her?
I said we'll hold them off. You go on. Do what you must. Go. Use the hammer. Destroy.
Ah, the hammer. I forgot about it. See? I forgot. I'll take that. Okay. Yeah, just let us know on Discord. I'm not sure what ones I haven't used, I've used and haven't used. So just send me whatever on Discord, and if it's there, I'll send it to you. Look how busted these chakrams are, man. We could probably make better ones too, with oops, with poison damage on. Why am I trying to use the hammer? Fuck it, hammer. Hammer does good damage. Gauntlet of the Poison Lord. 1 to finesse abilities, 20% poison damage. Why the fuck are you a might thing? That's perfect. Give me it. Bunch of Kiants. Defeat Androbessen. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it so good. He knows I'm here.
What have you done, you fool? You thought this war was over because you won a battle? Mortals cannot triumph against such malice.
You're about to see that I can.
Do you know what preparations I have made? What long labors? What it will take to rebuild what you have destroyed? I will cut your flesh from your bones. You have doomed us all.
Oh! That's a lot of archmages. Come here, fucktard. No, not him. Why can't I hit him? I have to kill these guys first, I guess. You're a chump! Oh no, boots! My boots!
Little one, it seems I won't be stretching my limbs so soon. It is a shame that the mage
Void Bastards. Apparently it's really good too. Is that on If I got that on Humble.
My will.
I didn't know that.
Would that I had a better, stronger one.
Make me your instrument.
Oh, a sword is an instrument, but it is valued for its deeds and not its boasts. Your friend and comrade awaits below. Kill her, then return to me.
Kill both of you? Is what I heard.
Will be your birth.
Helm of Hideous Visage. Another might thing. Fuck off. I can't add it to junk. I guess I needed to loot it. We can level up. %, less sight. Range on unaware NPCs. Sorcery. All right. So we need 50 to get up here, right? 50, and we are at 55. We don't need anything else. We're just gonna have to waste points.
Back?
We are to meet in the Hall of the First Sworn. Are you all right? You seem... What is that in your eyes? The flames of chaos. Betrayer!
Betrayer! Yep, you were shit.
This is my first gift to you. Now go to your comrades. Slay them. Slay them all.
What was the first gift? Allowing me to kill her? That ain't a gift. Could have done that on my own. If your name's Boldface, you're not a like upstanding member of society. You're a prick with a bolt in your face. Magnon's boots. Lightning damage. Nah. It's gonna be many times murder in here.
There is blood on your hands, Warsworn.
Yep,
Where is Gwyn?
she dead.
And what is that look in your eyes? They burn with the flame of chaos. Oh, you savage betrayer. You will pay! Bindings and you are free. Now take the key and enter their ancient vaults. The heart of Cybon shall be yours.
Didn't I already... Oh, no. Now everyone in here is angry with me. Pity I couldn't do Reckoning mode for that. Maybe I've got potions that give you, like, refill your Reckoning bar or something. I got a lot of potions in my bank that I'm never going to use. Because, the game's already easy enough. Don't want to make it easier. That's right, we were in here already. I wonder what the difference is if you side with them or him. 10 physical damage, 1 to might abilities, plus 5 fire damage. Okay, well, I mean, it's still good, but might abilities doesn't help. That's that done? Yes, that is that done. Speak to Argine, which is over here. Yeah, I wonder if you do it the other way, whether you get like +1 to finesse or +1 to sorcery, which would have been better, but doesn't matter.
Another camp.
All right. Weren't you the merchant? Or oh, he's sleeping. I don't know why I've come up here. Oh, we should go get another backpack too.
So, we have a new arrival in Sun Camp. I have heard tell of a traveler, a true thief with skills in metal. I assume that is you. Your arrival is a blessing of the Hierophants. I hope it will distract my camp from these idiotic rumors of Grim Onwig and his crusade.
Grim Onwig.
Very well. There are enough travelers in this camp speaking of this Grim Onwig. We must show that the work still waits. You are versed in our order, and we esteem the blessed Hierophant highly here. Go to the shrine in camp and pray if you wish for work. Farewell.
Nope. Where is this? There.
So the Shade has come to Sun Camp. I have seen what happened to Phasmer, such a tragedy. Lucky that you escaped it. I am reminded of a desert parable. An eagle, proud and fierce, was told that none could fly higher than the sun, and that the sun saw all. The eagle took flight with its great wings to block out the sun's light. It could not blot all the light, but it always cast its prey in shadow.
Spare me your stories.
Yes, we are beyond that point, aren't we? And having made it all the way to here, you've made quite a journey. You speak to me rudely and that will end. I will have your obedience from what is being said of Grim Onwig and his pathetic plans. Now, you hunger for work. Shall we begin?
Get to the point.
Very well. Your assignment is to steal the Master's pick. It is said to open any lock. I have seen the pick in a small jewelry box on the personage of Amalur and Create. Find her in the Odessa laboratories. Indeed.
Odessa Laboratories. Alright, that's just down there. Let's go get a backpack first.
Hail, warrior. You there, halt!
Oh, I didn't buy the backpack first, did I?
Don't let me catch Lyria is
One slight problem with the plan. I got so focused on killing him.
I've got
Forgot to
plenty of
buy the shit
blood.
first. That's hilarious. I chucked it.
As if you've got plenty of coin. Back again. You there, halt! Don't let me keep walking.
This is great. You murder whoever the hell you want and then just pay a fine and it's all fine. It's all okay. There's still someone down there that does not like the look of my face. Someone down there is just like, I see what you're doing with the backpacks. You're not stealthy at all. And to that I say, well, I don't see you having no backpacks, bitch. Oh, yeah. I'm the superior roaster. Clearly. Alright, so...
Issa met Oath.
this is another city.
They embraced each other, and
Which
in
is-
stillness enveloped the darkened land.
Actually pretty bad for
Where
us.
one sang, the other danced. And they sang thus. We are Issa, and Own danced.
As we don't
Own,
need any side quests.
and Issa
And
danced.
we don't need any more anything
the
else from
summer's
merchants
dawn,
like backpacks or
and
anything. So
Own
this is just going to
bowed.
be
I am the morning
a giant
winter,
city to navigate.
And Issa bowed. This thing is something, and Own wept. Naught of naught, and Issa wept.
We must be pretty close to getting the lore stones for like summer and winter and shit. Yeah, 8. Are any of them like super fucking amazing? Bleeding damage would be good. We haven't found that one yet. %20 burning duration would also be good. And we've got everything else. We don't need to focus too much on them.
Hold right there, newcomer. I welcome you to Edessa, but before you enter, I must catalogue your visit. Please answer the questions as truthfully as possible. It's imperative that our tallies be accurate. Now, what brings you to Edessa?
I'm here on a personal errand.
Yes, well, at least you look more put together than some of the people that came here before you. Poor sods. With any luck, your errands go without incident. Now, where have you come to Edessa from? For Morris Hughes? You mean to say you've come from Alistar?
Yeah.
Yes, I see it now. They were wrong about your nose, but you match the description of the one I was to look out for. We can dispense with the remainder of my questions. You are free to enter Edessa. Sandstone Villa will serve as your lodgings.
Ooh,
Temporarily.
a new house. Giving me a house? I'm honored.
This is rare, newcomer. Very rare. If I can speak frankly, I'm not sure this is the blessing you take it to be. True, you have been saved from the squalid lodgings of the Hospitalis quarters. But Sandstone Villa is reserved for, well, it is not my place to speak of it. This key will provide you with access to the villa. You would do well to be very aware of your surroundings, stranger. Yes, yes, go on.
Yeah, he's like, oh, they got your nose wrong, but otherwise your description matched perfectly. It's like, what? So they said, yeah, there's this elf chick with a mohawk, and she has a giant bolt in her face. But she's got a whopperschnoz, and in reality, we do not have a whopperschnoz. So this is my house?
Milo at your service.
This is massive. Okay, the stash is both, which is good. That's a lot of health potions. Let's see if we have any potions that give us thingy back. Yeah, because if I used all this stuff, like 30%, 30 bleeding damage, 75% bleeding damage, 30% more chance to crit, etc., like, we're just gonna murder everything way more than we already do. I might use these just so we don't die. It does not look like there's a, a thingy potion. Alright. I have no interest in this house. We're not going to be here for long enough for it to make a difference, so...
Milo at your service.
Should have done some plastic surgery to get the whoppish nose. Maybe we can.
Milo at your service.
Here. Face. No, we can't. There's no schnoz slider. I like how that our like go-to character is like Gobros, and now with a Whoppishnoz, just like a Whoppishnozzed Gobros. And I'm sure over the years coming, we'll refine it even more.
Fancy a chat?
Not really.
Yes.
Maybe someone in here sells like
I thought it was just another prospect.
flawless bindings and shit. Game just got worse because there's no Whoppishnoz. It's the sign of a good game.
Welcome. Welcome to Sellers.
Wait, greater experience booster. What do I need for that? Nah, bitch. I'll buy it anyways. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it, but
Emporium Alchemical. I'll be here.
Greetings.
I'll be here.
Ah, the guest of
I don't want your damn books.
Sunstone Villa. Come again.
Yes. What?
Merchant.
I can promise you.
Alright. This looks like the person we want. Improved.
Always find the goods you need, please.
No, actually, we do need to repair. Was it boots? All this shit.
Come by again.
You don't believe me? Take a look at this. Yes.
There's a merchant in here too. Wait. No, never mind.
You wish to speak?
Ah,
A backpack? I'll take it. Was not expecting to find a backpack.
the guest of Sandstone Villa.
That is a
How
Whoppishnoz
can
right
the
there.
Domus Politica be of service just as well?
The whopperest of schnozzes. No, well, no one's got a bigger nose than Whoppishnoz.
Yes. Bloody chests.
Bloody chests.
Excuse me? Damn bloody fool thing, Lauren. Oh, did not see you there, stranger. What? What the devil are you talking about? I don't have any sort of... Did you say master's pick? Just about the only possession I had that was wholly my own. Isn't even mine any... Oh, now why am I telling you this? Leave me.
I will pickpocket you.
Coins? That certainly does put matters into perspective. All I was saying was that I had no master's pick, just a strange, unopenable box, but the Praetorians confiscated it. I was to send it to a colleague of mine who's been a bit ostracized by the community. Now, that box is rotting in Odessa's armory. Ah, very well.
Armory, you say? But it's not armor. It's a box. It's my pick in a box.
Yes? Bloody chests.
Not a fan of chests, that guy.
What?
And who are you?
The name's Boltface. He's chasing me. Trespasser?
Yes?
Crime committed,
You
trespassing.
there. Halt!
Oh no, 542 monies!
Don't let me catch you making trouble again.
Did we just get kicked out? Crime's cleared. Aha! We're not meant to be in here. Now it makes more sense. Alright, well, let's go back in.
Yes? You don't belong in here.
You saw nothing. Can we fast travel from here? Probably not. Nope. I don't know if they catch me with it. If I'm gonna get busted. So we might wait until I've got smoke bomb back up. If you weren't meant to get in here, why did they not have it locked? Seems like an oversight. Okay, that should be fine. Oh, well, they caught me immediately anyway.
Halt. Don't let me catch...
I think we're still good. We're still good. Hey, Dad. What's going on? I have risen. That you have.
You return, box and all. Boxes are for opening, young thief. But still, this task can be held completed. Except it is not. There is no way into this box nor its contents. How can this pick be of any use to us? This note mentions Guy Unstebic. He's with Motus Mining. Break into his laboratory, find this Aravis engine, and use it to free the key then. Be gone.
Be gone. Let me fast travel. How are you dead, apart from tired, I'm assuming?
May I help you?
Get out of my sight, Doc.
Jesus, that's an angry little dwarf. I mean, no.
Bandits.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Not too bad. That's good. Was covering yesterday, spent all night drinking with Rhea. That sounds like a good time. What do we got in here? Scallymans, which I'm not going to be able to catch up to. Get parried. Step on him, yeah. Sneeze on him with a whopperschnoz. Okay, the machine winds and shudders until the ornate box dissolves, leaving the Master's Pick floating in your fingertips. However, the magics of the engine seem to have had detrimental effect on the Master Pick. It is now broken. Well, that's not ideal. Oh, I can make this. What does a fate potion do? It instantly fills you with fate energy. Oh, well, there we go. We need Prismid dust for this, however you get that. I'm alright. I'm a little tired, but I'm alright. I haven't been sleeping well recently. Yeah, you can say that again. Oh, back here. So, do you know when the next time we can do Divinity is? Or is it just going to be a play-by-ear type situation? Tomorrow? Okay.
There is something curious at work here. The Hierophant predicted that you would steal the Master's Pick, and you come back with this. I've hated Arcia for years. Always speaking truth, always. But this job, this failure, is a fallacy. How could the Hierophant be wrong? Never mind that. There is a more pressing matter at hand. The Hierophant has another task for you. You must pray at the Hierophant shrine in camp. It is the only means of conversing to our guide. Farewell.
Yeah, but we should wait and play with her. So we just have to put the playthrough on hiatus for however long.
And lastly, you arrive. There is something hesitant in your step, I see. But it is not your step that concerns me. I have learned that an enemy of the Travelers is soon to meet his end. Mon Cointaker has been sentenced to execution.
I don't care about some murderers.
Nor should you. He is a crude and loathsome killer who costs Sun
Okay, have fun.
dearly. But the fortune he amassed will be proper recompense for his slights against us. Go to Convict's Cavern and find his cell. He will give you a key to his hoard, which you will recover. This I have foreseen.
Convict's Cavern. Oh, that was the place we went in, I think, and I was just like, yeah, this place has nothing here. It must be for a quest. I think. Okay, so we're at sorcery 44. We need to get to 55, which is 11, sorry. You get 3 per level. So another 4 levels, which will make us 36. So we'll have 12 points on top of that to put into whatever we want.
Well, looks like one of Arjean's blew in here. Wonder what the guards would do if I called them over. But Mon won't do that, though it sounds a bit of fun. You are a traveler, aren't you? Suppose Sun Camp came to gloat.
I've come for your hoard.
Well, they've welded my door shut until I reach the gallows, so it's yours. But this is only part of the key you'll need. See? I'm a fair man. I gave the other pieces to the Zungars and the Dark Varis. They're looking for my treasure right now, and I don't think they'll share. This is what you scabs get for picking at Mon's bones. Claim my gold if you dare. Arjean can hold my debt fulfilled if you survive. It's hidden in Snaketail Grotto, but the Zungars and the Dark Varis are probably at each other's throats trying to get it. Good hunting.
Okay.
Stranger.
Stranger! I've been having very unpleasant dreams in the last weeks. The Maya days pass more lifelike. What the? Never got sick of felt intense pain in my dreams before and almost suffocating. Fuck, dude. That's not good. Have you changed anything in your, like, day-to-day routine? Nope, no clue why this is happening. Yeah, that's fucked. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not good at all. Oh my god. They're fucking chumps. Absolute chumps. Okay, so if we go this way. Poison shard is nice. Sneaky, sneaky. One. Oh, it's a lot of dudes in here. Luckily, they were all shit. One shot. Nice. Why would you have such a giant key? A giant chest for one key. It's just like a tiny little key sitting in the corner of the fucking chest. Nothing else in there. Recently dreamt of getting stabbed on a sidewalk. Just slowly bleeding out and suffering while people around me just walk past. Fuck. It's not good. I dreamt I got shot in the back once. From a, like a home invasion type thing. That sucked. I'm not even sure what you could do to, help that. Apart from, like, you know, talk it out with somebody.
Well. Looks like Mon managed to pull a fast one on pretty much everyone. You know, I remember a time when the Hierophant couldn't be faulted, couldn't be fallible. Guess that's just sand in the desert breeze, Dove. I thought I wanted revenge, but now it's something
Room special
more.
times 10.
The Hierophant slipping, Dove. The tyranny, setting you and me up to die. The crutch the Travelers have been leaning on for years is rotting. Look at your last two jobs. Neither what the Hierophant expected or foresaw. We've got to stop our beloved seer before we're dragged down with the rest. And we're starting with you stealing the missives of Sable. With a proper bit of skill, you're going where no thief of these lands has stepped foot. In the vaults beneath the Odessa Livrarium. Seems to be where the gnomes hide what they don't want found, missives included. I've arranged for Phasma to meet you there and show you the way in.
But I don't care about Phasma.
These are gnomes we're dealing with, Dove. Forget gold, wine, and power. They prize knowledge above all else.
And
I suspect something to be in those missives that means a great deal to them. But who cares? They've got the book, and we want it. Now go. When you've got it, I'll get on with you.
Was shot 2 times in dreams before. Once I woke up in hospital with a literal crossbow through my head. Dream logic. And the other time I just died. It was pretty chill. I don't know why you're dreaming so much about being killed. It's not a good thing. Wapashnaja should be national treasure. Yeah, so when the dream I got shot, it was, someone was robbing us, and we woke up, and everyone, like, ran out, and the guy had a gun. And then I went to protect Mom, and he shot me in the back.
What?
Fuck.
What?
What? Tend to get in trouble a lot in dreams.
Who's there?
Do you get into trouble in real life?
Yes?
Because maybe it's a way of your subconscious
Yes?
trying to be, I don't know. Never? Or maybe it's that. Maybe his subconscious is like, I don't know. I don't know. This is all psychology shit I have no idea about. So.
It's you!
It's me!
Glad you decided to show. Can't say I wasn't antsy with all these squill-headed gnomes staring me down crosswise. But let's be quick-like about this. Before you go into the vault, I've got to run you down on what's needed.
Missives.
Grim learned that the gnomes enchanted the missives with a spell that lets them know its location at all times. Trilgaren came up with a solution. The Shroud of Omission. Cover the book in this shroud and the gnomes will forget it exists. Now, are you ready? This is a one-way trip. Once you're in, you'll have to find your own way out.
I'm ready.
Through this floor grate here. You'll have to do what you can to keep your bearings. It's a maze down there. And be careful. They might be pint pots, but these gnomes have become vicious if they get wide. Right, you better go. Let's do this.
What were these things that we got from Shit Lips? They're just going to be better versions of, yeah, or the same thing really. All right.
Yes?
Gladly didn't feel any pain. Well, that's good. At least there's that. Okay, so if I go... Nope. Nope. Oh my god. Lifted him off the ground. That's huge. What did that do? Okay, that's a ladder up, so that's how we get out. No, don't turn around. Okay, good. I'ma stab you! Straight ahead, I guess? Okay. It's not this way. Worst thing for me about these dreams is that it gets harder and harder to differentiate between reality and the dream. I don't care about this. What do you mean? Like when you wake up you think you're still dreaming?
Surrender now.
Alright, so that's going to be to that ladder? Yes. Okay, good. So I want to go left. Sometimes I need some time to remember if the things actually happened or if it was just a dream. The theory, welcome, dude. What's going on, man? It's been a while. How's things? Alright. Now where? Return to Grim.
Yes.
These guys don't care that I just came
There is much work left to be done to the be well.
from the frickin' thing. The back entrance. They're like, oh no, that's fine.
What? Keep the peace while in the city.
I've been kind of into Hollow Knight. Might get the game. Oh, you've been watching Hollow Knight, you mean? Hollow Knight's great. I mean, I didn't do all of it. Like, I missed some bosses and stuff, but it's a pretty good game. And the sequel... Well, I think the sequel was meant to come out this year, but I'm not sure Like, I think it got delayed or something. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, it's definitely worth a go if you like that kind of game. If you're interested in it, I'd say it's worth the purchase. It's on, I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox Game Pass, so you can get it for like $5 a month. That's not who I wanted to talk to.
Good to you have recovered, Grims. May the wind be at your back.
There it is.
The
Sequel's
message
never
of
going to come
Satan.
out?
I'd like to see what these pages hold. But that needs to wait. Keep that shroud on it. The time has come. While you did this, I finally learned who the Hierophant is. Argene of Sun Camp.
What?
We're taking her down, Dove. All of us. One last plan, one last job. The biggest we'll ever pull. I know now. I've had my suspicions. I've told while we're there, you're going to plant the missives on Argene. The meeting with Argene's a front. While I keep her occupied, you, Krilgaren and Phasma will be able to move unrestricted. Where we're going is the Hierophant's lair. It's likely got some enchanted defenses. Krilgaren will be there to help with those. Meanwhile, Phasma will lead the gnomes to the ruins. You plant the missives on Argene, and the gnomes will take her away while the world watches.
Okay.
Good. Once you're in, yeah?
I think it was due to come out this year, but then, like, COVID and everything pushed heaps of things back, right? But I'm sure it'll come out eventually. I don't want to go to an office. How the fuck do I get down? Chicken? There we go. There should be a giant chicken boss. That would be good.
Yeah?
Oh, they're all happy. They don't know that their leader's a bitch. Ah, this is what the grave's about. I see.
At last, I can speak with Grimm's fateless ally with my true voice, and your meaningless plan is exposed. These ruins are full of travelers faithful to the Hierophant, who will kill any and all who intrude. This ends now. Shade, I tried to have you killed once and I was mistaken. Now I seek an alliance. I can open doors for you, Grimm never could. Frame Grimm for stealing the misses of Sable. You are not but a tool to him since he first approached you in Star Camp anyways.
What should we do? Should we kill her? Or should we frame Grimm? My door handle just made the noise it does when someone opens the door and it scared me shitless. Maybe it was, someone walking past. Well, we have to pick one to start with.
Yes. Yours is a fate I cannot read. I told you as much when first you prayed to me in Star Camp. I thought you were an aberration, but I'm coming to believe that you are instead a harbinger of times to come. Nature might cast us as opposites, as foes, but I believe together we might lead the travelers to a golden age. So you claim, but I can see the threads of fate do not guide you. Nothing is decided. Think on my offer and take this. It is a key to the wings of the Hierophant's court, my sanctum. It is where I will meet Grimm. Grimm will be in the East Wing, remember that. Grimm is in the East Wing. Do the right thing, or face my wrath.
Oh, face it rough. I'll face it real good. Raz, what's going on? Thank you for the resub. How is thine face? Is it worth going through here? Probably not. It's
Come.
tired,
I was
but okay.
concerned, for Arjin has not come to this ruin unprepared. There appears to be many guards loyal to the Hierophant roaming this hall. There is also a strange enchantment not far beyond here, but they are not insurmountable with a quiet pace. She has contacted you? Grim believed he had her fooled, but her skills are greater than we ever thought. But so is her hubris. That key she gave you can be used to reach Arjin as well as Grim. She will be in the western wing of the court. But to reach her, you will need to bypass a strange trap. One that watches the way with eyes unblinking. Though it is magical in nature, it still relies on sight. If you could blind it, then you could walk in the shadows unseen. There is an item on a nearby guard that would be of use. A bag of winds. Using it, you could snuff the torches and plunge the room in darkness.
A bag of
May
winds.
the wind be at your back.
Give me your winds. I want a bag of them. It's not you. You are blind! Where is this? Ah, it's this specific guard. Right. I poked my fingers into my eyes. Get fucking dead. No worries, dude. Did you send me any things on Discord? Because I'll take a look and send them through if so. Okay, sweet. Stabby, stabby! Baggo wind. Alright, so then I have to go this way. Through some all-seeing eye bullshit. Wait. That was the trap? Three dudes. Alright. What a trap.
Enough of your farces, Grim. You claim you want to blackmail me, but
it's not even worth stealthing.
You can't blame me for desiring to have you all to yourself.
This has gone on long enough, little man. I grow tired of your stallings. They will cease immediately.
I couldn't agree more, my dear.
Why
sir.
can't I just
Seems like it's
kill
time
her?
for things to wrap up.
They've got the message. Get them.
They can't die. Okay. They still can't die. She's back. I guess I just have to run? Immortal gnomes, the worst kind. Am I an assassino? I am half assassino, half mage. So I have daggers, and I can stealth and crit and all that sort of stuff. I have chakrams. which is a magic weapon. I have a blind and a bleed. I have my auto attacks do poison. I have a poison dash. I have a lightning bolt that can stun and spark between enemies. I have a dash. I have a smoke bomb to go stealth. I have a few things. The circle isn't on the minimap. I have no idea where I'm meant to be going. But I can't get there. Unless I can get there from that room, but it didn't seem. Mage Assassin. It's called a Shadow Caster, is the technical term. Let's see if I can kill these guys. Yeah, these guys I can kill. Oh yeah, and I have, obviously a magic shield as well. I would say I'm 75% assassin, 25% mage. Even though my abilities, I've got 44 points into the mage tree, 55 into assassin's tree. The only mage things we really use is all the different chakram moves, chakram mastery, the shield, and the lightning bolt. Is this like bugged maybe? Oh wait, no. There's a place I can jump down.
Let's get the hell out of here!
Are they immortal dwarves? They are not.
What are you looking at?
Probably like the assassin in D2R when you play in a couple of months. D2R. D2... What the hell is D2R? Oh, Diablo 2. Right. Yeah, we'll be playing that for sure. Of course.
What are you looking at?
Except, I remember the assassin in that was, like, focused on traps, wasn't it? I'm not a big trap guy. I know, I never played the Necro, so I'll probably go the Necro. Like, I never played the Necro properly.
Doug, we better run like hell if we're to get out of here.
Is that in a couple of months, is it? That's exciting. They're still fighting this one guy. They are fucking useless. Maybe I should have sided with what's-her-face. She's a mage, therefore she's stronger. You can do various builds with all the classes, with assassins, traps.
Tolkien's hold over the travelers is broken.
Yeah, I remember.
Hierophant is
Obviously,
gone.
there's
The travelers will
multiple
never be
builds,
the
but
same. You are like the travelers of ages past. I name you one among their number. They'll sing songs of you forever as the chariot,
Fuck
no
yeah.
jail will hold you.
I'm the chariot.
And since you've used the Shroud of Omission so well, I figured you could make some use of this.
What? Hooray! That's what we want. Want to finesse abilities.
Yeah?
Yeah? Yeah, I'll have to do some more research when the game, like, is closer to launch. I generally don't play assassin characters. But in this game, I generally don't play assassins, I generally don't play mages. So, in this game I thought, well, why not combine the two? And it's actually been really good. That's the end of that, right? Yep. Is there like a good poison build? I feel like poison in games is underutilized. Like, I feel like in general, poison in games isn't that strong. It's kind of like a side damage type rather than one of the core damage. There's always fire and ice and lightning and stuff, right? Damage never gets like poison or venom or whatever never gets the love it deserves. I really like poison as a build idea in RPGs and stuff.
You are my contact. I should have known. Punctuality is not one of your people's strengths, and you have so few. You may recall our mutual friend, Formerus Hughes.
I do.
You know who brought you back to life? I suspect you would, but I gather you've been quite busy. Well, Scholar Hughes has been missing since the attack on his tower. As his patron, I am quite concerned. I want you to find him. You are, how shall I say, uniquely suited to the task.
I do have a bolt in my face.
It would seem the incident in Alistar made Scholar Hughes a touch paranoid. Every time we receive a clue about his location, he vanishes before I can reach him. But he's running out of places to hide. It's my opinion that there's one hope left of finding Hughes. You.
I'll find him.
And I'm grateful. Scholar Hughes is quite fortunate to have friends like us. Hughes has an old laboratory in the cavern of Saltwell Mines. I believe he's been conducting research there since the destruction of Alistar Tower. Find him, and you will be rewarded for your contribution to science.
Oh, there's a pack of bastards coming. Alpha is in August. They put a release for like 29th of September. Wow, that's pretty quick from Alpha to release. You could do a really good Poison Necro build, and Druid can build for if you use the summons. That's funny, because they were the two classes I was probably more interested in playing. Yeah, I'll probably play them all as well. Apart from Paladin. Was it Hammerden? No, I'll even play a Paladin, because then I can just complain about it the entire time. Oh, you know that card game I sent you a photo of a few weeks ago? Yeah, we played it Thursday night, and for the second time, and we shuffled everything. So you're meant to have a deck, right? So there's like the holy deck, the dark deck, the fire deck, the water deck, and then there's like an unknown deck. I think it's called unknown at least. It's not really anything. The hero, like the god card, the champion, the big guy, whatever, is an obelisk. So it's not really like... I think it's just called unknown. Anyway, you're meant to have... So if you go the water chick, the Naga, which is what I went the first time around, and I ended up winning with her, you're meant to have... You get 10 water cards, and then you pick the 6 you want, and the other 4 you discard. Fish titties. Is that an enemy? Yes, it is. Oh, it's one of those things, no doubt. It's just facing the other way. Yeah. It looked weird. And then same thing. Pick the red deck. You get the red guy, and you pick 6 out of 10 red cards, etc. But what we decided to do, just to see if it would work, was to shuffle all 5 decks together, and then deal 10 cards to each person, and then shuffle the hero, like the god cards, and then you just pick one randomly. And I got the fucking paladin. It's kind of magic-y, a little bit. It's definitely taken inspiration. It's a pretty simplistic game in all honesty, but it's not bad. And all the different colors do like have different flair to them. So there's a thing called a Bane. You can do a thing called a Bane in the game. We'll put a Bane counter on someone. And depending on what deck you're playing, or what hero card you have, the Banes do different things. So, for instance, the Bane card, the Bane for the water chick, the Naga, you put a Bane token on somebody, and on one of their heroes, one of their cards. And when it gets around to their turn, that card puts a damage token on it. And it's like Magic the Gathering, you know, there's like 3, 4, and 1, 5, and all that sort of stuff. So every turn you have the Bane token on that card, when it gets around to your turn again, you just keep putting 1 damage on it every time until you get rid of that Bane card. So that's what the water one does. The fire one, if you put a Bane token on somebody, if you attack that card, it takes 1 extra damage. The undead one is similar. You put a Bane token on someone, that thing takes 2 extra damage, but then you have to remove the Bane counter, whereas the red one and the blue one just stay on at all times. I can't remember what the obelisk one does. And the paladin one, you can either choose to precise attack or mass attack. So if you precise attack, you can only hit 1 card, the front card of any person, but you do more damage. Or if you mass attack, you have to split it across like all the front cards. So the paladin's Bane counter prevents people from precise attacking. And then there's stuff like when you get attacked, like the paladin, for instance, and a lot of the paladin cards is like when you get attacked, roll d6 on if you roll a 4 or 5, you reduce 1 damage. You roll a 6, you reduce 2 damage, or roll a d6 on a 6, you negate all damage, or roll a d6 and on a 1, you take an extra damage. On a 6, you take 1 damage off. All that sort of stuff. Whoa. It's a few dudes. Luckily, they're all shit. I don't think I could poison them because they're skeletons. That's kind of cool. Or if you're a paladin, you put 1/1 dude. Yes, I told them about that and how much I hate paladins for that reason. Well, one of the reasons. That's funny though. Because there's another game that has like a class-based thing that we play, and that has like a paladin-y thing as well. So I usually multiple times a night just come out with fucking paladins, and so now everybody started saying it. Anytime any like bullshit paladin thing happens to someone, they're like fucking paladins. So the hatred is spreading. What I find dumb though with this game is that the paladin god hero, like big boy, he's like 310 or something, and like the Naga's I think 312, no 314, the dwarf's 412, and the undead chick's 410 maybe. It's like, how does the paladin have the equal lowest health? He's a fucking paladin. They should have like, he should be like 390 with like 800 armor. And then roll a d6 on 1 to 6, fully heal yourself. Then he'd be a true paladin. Paladins are the best of both worlds. Paladins can suck my anus. You're lucky there was no paladin in Aeon. Because we may have never talked. It's not true, but it's funny.
Have I been down here so long? Is the madness so great that I see the faces of the damned before me? Or is it really you? It is! By the tome! Come closer. Let me look at you. It has been an eternity since I've seen a trusted face.
Don't worry, my bolt's still here.
Are you? In many ways, your awakening has brought me nothing but misery. But that is not your fault. I am to blame for all of it. Wait, do you hear that sound? It could be the Sons of Laz, but it could be someone else.
Oh no! They just run in, brandish their weapons, and then just like turn around and walk away. I know, here they are. I do not need to do this, but may as well. It's still 3k, it's not bad. really like that poison explosion after they die thing. It's pretty good.
The last we spoke, it was the Tuatha that reduced my lab to cinders. Now it's assassins.
Assassino!
Everywhere I go, destruction follows. I have grown so weary of it, my friend. All I ever wanted was to unlock death's secrets, to shed light on the shadows. I never wanted this. Thank you for more than just your protection, for being the one good thing to come of this disaster. I have few friends, but I gladly count you among them.
No. Has he got an antler growing out of the back of the left of his head? The old back left antler?
I trust him with my life, which is why I've been trying to contact him since I fled Alistar, but to no avail. Where is he now that I need him most? Wait. Of course. He is the one I trust most, and the one who would benefit most from my death. I am a fool! Octien is behind the assassins. And now that you and I are together, he will try to kill us both. Why did I not see this before?
It's because you're
if he could repair
a
the
short...
well of
No,
souls in
I
Alistar,
was going to say a
then he
dwarf,
has
but
no
you're
need
not that
of
bad.
me. Not if he has Ventrinio.
Speaking of spreading the hatred around, the dead has me now just hating dwarves.
No, not me. But Ventrinio's old notes suggest that he may know a way into Alabastra. I wonder, perhaps, is it possible that you have met Ventrinio already? That would explain it. You were attuned to his well, but
Ventrinio.
from mine.
I read that as Ventrilo.
Unfortunately, the only way to find Ventrinio is to go through Templar
Those
Octien,
were the days.
which will not be easy now that we know of his treachery.
Treachery.
Octien is a powerful sorcerer with tremendous influence. If you attacked him outright, you would lose all credibility. We must play his game.
No, I'll fight him.
The only one capable of dealing with Octien in Edessa will be another Templar. Luckily, we have one. Her name is Templar Joriel, and she is reputed for her wisdom and strength of character. She and Octien rarely see eye to eye on matters of policy. Trust me, you will. If Octien is brought to justice, then he loses all protection. We would gain access to his information, including the whereabouts of Ventrinio. It is the only way to gain access to Alabastra and uncover what mysteries await you there. You will find Templar Joriel in Edessa. We don't have much evidence, but if she detests Octien as much as they say, she will be eager to help.
Okay, buddy. I like paladins, but probably because my first experience with paladins was Dragon Quest IX, where they're basically just tankier warriors that get access to healing magic, so to me paladins are just tanky boys who also heal. Well, yeah, I mean that's what they are though. You like tanking, healing, damaging, not dying, being unstoppable, sign up to paladin school. They do too many things, is their problem.
This is going to...
They're impossible to fucking kill. They're righteous assholes. They're no good.
Another?
Another what? Another down! Someone just fell off a cliff.
Yes? What do you want? I am not in the habit of making conversation with strangers, especially one of your stature. Please be quick.
What does that mean?
I see. Think very, very carefully about what you are saying. Octien is a Templar. He is in a position of the highest authority. And who, may I ask, are you? For you to accuse Octien without having a direct confession is not only meaningless, but contrary to all our procedures. Even if this were true, or even already suspected, it would have to be corroborated by Octien himself. That requires a confession. As he is not here to present the charges himself, I must assume that no such confession exists. Now, I have done all I can for you. Please, trouble me no further with this matter, especially with such insufficient evidence.
Alright.
Hello. I'm here to send regrets on behalf of Templar Joriel. While she wishes to extend you aid, she's stymied by protocol. What she gave you was an official response. I'm here to give you another response. A personal one.
I saw her 13 seconds ago.
My superior has suspected for some time the crimes that you've levied against Templar Octien. But like you, she is frustrated by his status. Allow me to be direct. If you can make Templar Octien publicly acknowledge his crimes, then Templar Joriel will reward you. She will be your patron of sorts. You wish to bring the Templar to justice, yes? As my superior, no doubt.
Alright. Speaking of MMOs, New World is looking good. Comes out in 6 weeks. I don't think I've even heard of it. Who's making that?
What?
Made by Amazon?
Yes.
Is it on Steam?
What?
Un moment. New World. Oh, it's on my wish list. Okay, I do know about it. I just don't recognize the name. Yeah, okay, cool. I haven't looked too much into it, but I saw it and I'm like, yeah, I'll wishlist it. Yeah, sweet. Sounds good.
Yes.
Looks gorgeous. Your face is gorgeous.
What? What?
What? So it's like Guild Wars. You buy it and then that's it.
What?
What? How many people have the same voice that say what? They hired one fucking voice actor for all gnomes. What?
You're alive. What an unexpected and quite unfortunate turn of events.
Your plan failed.
Did it? Here you stand, suspecting me of a great many crimes, yet unable to lift a finger. Tell me, who has the power?
We're wearing a wire. Get me to Ventrilo. I need to chat.
Or what? You'll slaughter me in a murderous rage? Typical. Your kind is as predictable as it is stupid. I'm afraid you'll find me quite hard to kill. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same for you.
Oh, yeah.
Attack me in this city, and I won't just have you clapped in irons. No, I'll hand you over to the scholars in the Basilica for research.
justice will be done.
The wise and the foolish both die. Is that justice? With the well of souls, I can change that. I can choose who deserves life. To think that yous gave away
These
such
camera
a
angles.
gift to you.
Damn, I fell asleep. That's how lazy my
You've
day has
seen how
been.
you
It's a good day.
wasted your life. Perhaps I'll give Intrinio your corpse to examine. After all, you met your first death as his assistant. It would be a reunion.
I'm gonna kill you.
You're certainly welcome to try.
He just lurked out of there. Oi! Fucking gnome. Ow. Ow. Can you fuck off? Thank you. Oh my god, mages are so fucking annoying. There's just dudes waiting in crates this whole time. Are days finally here, fellas? Fuck you. Oh my god. Fucking spells. They're so cheap. Ba 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 ba. It's one way to kill an gnome. That was awesome. He gnomed out of there, yeah.
Well, if setting fire to the livrarium and hiring assassins is not an admission of guilt on Octienne's part, I certainly don't know what is. It is clear that we Templars must make him assume responsibility for his actions, overt as well as hidden. Even though you went against my explicit instruction, you were effective. You have my respect.
I tried.
Should he survive the wounds earned in battle, I should think so. To that effect, I have ordered a moratorium on all of his current studies and projects. All, perhaps, save this mysterious Well of Souls. That one will take some deliberation, considering its various ethical and societal ramifications. Regardless, Gnome Society is in your debt, and we always pay what is owed.
What, 31,000?
I'm afraid that's one promise I cannot make. Our society demands neutrality with regard to the war. But I've been told that while you were on the scaffolds, Scholar Hughes managed to salvage Octien's texts from the Livrarium fire. He should arrive shortly. With any luck, he's discovered something that might be of use to you. Now, I must tend to Octien's affairs.
What?
He's just on the floor. What?
It was my mistake to assume that Octien would go quietly, or that he would leave evidence behind. Such a waste. Some of those books he burned were centuries old, but luckily for us, I was able to salvage some from the flames.
What? I don't care about books.
Ah, but you might care about Octien's personal diary. I found it amongst the various works he sought to destroy, which means it's of value to us. And indeed, it details everything about Ventrinio and his current work. Apparently he's stationed on an island off the coast of Cluricon. Indeed. I hear rumors that Melsin Shear has been cleared and the army is ready to march into Cluricon and beyond. Sounds like you're to thank for that. And when you meet Ventrinio, be wary. He's a complicated figure, but a genius nonetheless. He may try to kill you the second time around as well. But regardless, he has a way into Alabastra. I hope for your sake, he's willing to share it. Oh, I will. In fact, I believe I'll be staying in Edessa to offer what support I can. With Octien out of the way, the people will be needing a new Templar after all.
Woohoo! What?
Octien seems to have gotten what he deserves. I can't say I understand gnomish politics, but Hughes is safe, and now we know where Ventrinio is. Seems like a win. No time to clean up, though. I've got news from the front lines in Cluricon. The army has been making progress in Cluricon, but the further we push, the harder it gets. The Tuatha know the land and are too well organized. But we've heard rumors of a small band of Winter Fae harassing the
it's
Tuatha
Ventrilo.
somewhere in the swamps. The scouts can't track them down, but perhaps the hero of Melsin Shear could find them.
Don't you hate it when the harder you push? The further you push, sorry, the harder it gets? Hate it when that happens. What? There's still that dude down there that hates me for killing this guy.
Looking to restock?
Yeah, I am actually. Looking to restock some more backpacks.
Ilan Doldran had come back again. That's enough!
Wasn't me.
You there! Halt! Don't let me cat keep walking.
Okay, I'm gonna save it. Can I go kill this guy? Why is this guy angry? That's just cheating. That's all that is. Hello? Is that who I have to speak to? No, find allies in Cluricon. Or maybe it was. Maybe he was the ally. Maybe not. Okay. 2 maps to go. And they're Small ones. Smallish ones.
You! Stop! State your business.
Keep your hands off me, fool. I'm no Tuatha. I must speak with the Siegebreaker.
Where? Who is talking?
You are the one I seek. It is a pleasure to meet the Siegebreaker. Especially here, in a land where pleasure has been all too rare. I am Sidon the Outcast, Prince in exile of the House of Sorrows. I'm here to welcome you.
He's got a horse bow.
I see the hesitation in your eyes. Although I am Fae of the Winter Court, you and I have a common enemy.
AIDS.
You shouldn't. The Winter Fae knows that trust is a weakness. But sometimes, an alliance is necessary. You accomplished a great feat here. But the Tuatha Deon are far from defeated.
Tuatha
I can
Deon.
offer my aid in your campaign. You'll find my companions and me at Foe's Hearth to the east. We can speak more there. Now be
so
careful.
few of the Winter Court
These
left to
swamps
stand
can
against.
You
go ahead.
Kidoki.
It's been some time since Sidon and I had a chance to talk.
Indeed, Agar. I hear on the winds that you laid down your sword, drowning yourself in drink when you learned the way. And yet here you are, sword in hand. Again, the victor.
Well, at least they're orange.
It's a long tale. It started when I sobered up long enough to go bury a friend of mine in Alistar Tower. Or rather, that's what I had planned to do.
It was a time of change. The cycles of the seasons turned as ever, but inside the bones of the earth, there lurked a cold. It was not the cold of winter. Beside the houses of sorrows, pride and vengeance, a new turmoil fomented. A magic hitherto unseen.
Hitherto unseen. Oh! There's a thresh! A new thresh? A bog thresh! Fuck you.
Winter is strong in this place. When first the Fae walked into its depths, it bore great fossils, bones of beasts greater and more terrifying than we Fae. But for all their strength, the earth at their feet lasted longer. It sapped their strength, their life, their flesh.
I have waited some time for you to come, Siegebreaker, and it seems that my patience has, at least, been worthwhile. The House of Sorrows has need of your might. Aid us, and you will earn a strong ally in the war against the Tuatha Deon.
Okay.
It is not a simple task I ask of you. I have only approached you because you show the potential of use. You must still prove your worth. Go to the Midden and find the place called the Proving Halls. This Hearthstone will grant you access. Once you are within the halls, my questions will be answered.
Bye, bitch! The Sorrow's Call. Okay. Go in here. Is there... Okay, this is like a dungeon. We got the fast travel for it though. I'm gonna go home. Because I want to try something. We're gonna save Scum just so I can test something. Hey, we got a stealth book. Don't remember getting that. I'll take it though. Actually, I might. I got a lot of those, well, maybe not a lot, but I have some of those insta lockpicks. They're no good just sitting in here. So I may as well just take them and use them. These ones. Got lockpicks for days, I got repair kits for days. Alright, so what I want to see is, the daggers we're currently using. I want to see if we remove that, whether we get, like, poison daggers. Or not. Or whether we just get the normal. Daggers from them. Rotting daggers. Okay, so we've saved it. Basic grip. Not what we wanted. Let's reload. No item salvaged. Okay, that's even worse. No, you just get the blades. Okay. I don't think we have a poison hilt. No, we have a bleeding one though. If we had a bleeding gem, it might be worth. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Pretty sure we do have a bleeding gem as well. What was with the sparkly noise? Okay, we're still, like, fucking destroying everything, even when it's orange. Robes of the Inferno. So I need to go around here, I guess. Fuck off, dude. We'd have 3 parts of that Magnon set now, but it's not worth it. We've already broken it down, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, down and around. Who are you? Oh, you were helping with the spiders. That's kind of you.
You have come, the winter. Remember, you are the house of Sir.
Mortals now walk.
One of you is a trainer.
Please, mortal, remember.
Why won't you train me?
Please, mortal, seek out Bizarane and Coursewood. Remember.
Right, that's why. So what is this? House of Sorrows. That's some big skeletons.
Solemn, solemn, hallowed tree, glory to the graveyard be. Far from forests of the west, do the dying have this rest.
And so you have come, whether to aid the house or rain punishment on the Tuatha, I do not know. That you are here is enough. To assuage your confusion,
Assuage.
I am Bizarane,
Looks like sausage.
king of the house. During your trials, I will observe and communicate to you through this medium. What you do is of no concern to me. What I hope to evaluate is what you are, to know how you might best help the house. I have locked the way behind you. The way forward is your only path out of these halls.
Is there sausage?
I can tell you no more.
Ow. Ow. I heard promise of sausage.
Help me, mortal! The beast will kill me if you do not help!
I do not know. The midden, it has been sullied. We've never feared such assaults until recently. Wait, what was that? It is here!
Oh, should have used an XP potion. Where's Toots? Did she die?
So you have completed your first trial.
Hooray!
Your actions spoke volumes, but your reactions are just as pertinent. You killed the creature that was chasing that woman. Why? Your crude attempts to elicit answers will not advance you any farther with me. Ahead, you will find a Fae of Sorrows, dying of poison. I hope you display more finesse when dealing with him.
Oh my god. Stupid Thresh. Someone dying of poison. I can't really do too much about that.
Please, are you the mortal that Bizarrain has brought to aid us? The one he has promised? Thank mercy I have been poisoned. But now that you are here,
oh yeah,
you can kill me.
I can do that.
Please, end my suffering.
You realize I attack with poison, right?
I don't know.
Wow, we missed 80%.
The pain. Please, it is too much. Thank you.
But, aw. Rude. At least let me stab a bitch.
Death is something you readily deliver, it seems. But did that Fae die as a result of your mercy or your barbarity? I lead a court of Winter Fae who wish to free these lands from the Tuatha, and we have gone too long without new blood. You have demonstrated substantial worth. One trial remains.
I'm not even in front of you. It's some bullshit.
You have reached this chamber at last. The time of trial is over. No more apparitions, no more questions. The House of Sorrows has always held a precarious position in this world, and now we hold on to it by the tips of our fingers. You think you have broken the Tuatha's grip on Cluracan. You have not. Even now, the Winter Fae and the House of Sorrows are subject to their malice. The House of Sorrows has always existed to preserve and maintain the oldest traditions of winter. We are the essence of these Faelands. The House holds an authority among the Fae that the Tuatha have always coveted. Now, they finally seek to claim that power for their own. We must conclude your trial. Ready your weapon. You are to strike me down. Indeed. Perhaps not.
I'll fight you.
The house is poised to collapse from the Tuatha's dissension and destruction.
Okay.
And I need one to help us. Perhaps you will, indeed, deliver us from them. Or perhaps you will only forestall the inevitable. I suppose we shall learn one way or the other. You are of our house now. The Hearthstone I gave you will reflect your affinity with us. Come, join me at the House of Sorrows. I will show you a world stranger than you have ever seen. Speak.
So this is
Speak.
another faction.
I have a task for you. Of late, there are many in this house who have come to view my authority with disdain. As such, there is need of someone unbiased by our house's history and the traditions therein. Someone such as you. We must move quickly. The Tuatha will not hold their strikes for long. Let us stop their next blow. You fail to understand. Although the Tuatha wage war with us, as they have with the Alfar, they do so by other methods. Our enemies are subtle. They target individuals, not armies. They strike at convictions, not cities. And by doing so, they can retreat to where we cannot find them. For all our years of struggle, we know only this: that our enemy is led by a Tuatha agent, Saturnin. He is the master of this shadowy coup. We cannot right now. He hides himself and covers his tracks well. But I have a lead which you will investigate with one of our delvers, Tybri. A tender, Katarak, has fled the house and killed a fellow member in doing so. I suspect Saturnin's influence, or perhaps that Katarak might be Saturnin himself. Bring Tybri to the body of Katarak's victim. Though dead, the sorrows will remain on the corpse. The sorrows can lead us to Katarak.
Alright, we are going to continue with this.
Speak.
There's the trainer. See what she's a trainer of, or he, whatever it is.
Greetings, mortal. I am a tender of the Midden.
Nope.
I have remember.
Alright, what do we got?
The Prismeer shed.
It is agreeable to see you, Siegebreaker. Cluricon can be inhospitable at times, as the Tuatha have learned. We've made sure of it.
Destroying the Tuatha, of course. They've corrupted our court and sullied our lands, and we shall have our vengeance.
We are the bitter frost, the last few remnants of free Winterfell. We have refused to bend knee to Gadflow or his god. But still, the once noble houses of sorrow, pride, and vengeance have all fallen under Gadflow's sway. Until they're freed, the Tuatha's ranks will continue to swell with the faithful. Blind him, cut out his tongue, draw the venom from our land. Only then will we be able to begin to strike at Alabastra. The Tuatha have built Prismeer chantries across Cluricon. From here, Gadflow rallies the faithful, preaches the word of Tirnoch, and corrupts our land. Destroy these chantries and disrupt Gadflow's ability to infect its land. Without Gadflow to guide them, the Tuatha in Cluricon will be disorganized and scattered. When this is done, we'll take you to Ventrinio. He can help you breach Alabastra. Go now. Break the tyrant's grip.
I'm out. Alrighty. Hey, Spook, are you still there? God damn it. Why not? Vigorous chakrams of the perfectionist. God damn, that's a lot of shit. Ice damage, fire damage, ice damage, lightning damage, sorcery abilities. Unfortunately, they're no good. Well, they're good. They're just not as good as what we have. Jotun! God damn, that does a lot of damage. Who's this asshat? Oh my god. That damage though. Vanquishes glacial blood, glaive of inescapable fury of chaos +7. And then it converts the chaos damage to poison damage, and poison damage causes explosive damage, which then creates a void that summons in necro damage. Converts back to blood damage. Oh wait, this is very hard. I'll give it a go. I don't think I've ever done it very hard before. Fucking nailed it. It's not worth it.
Faithful, the child of dust is here for death. Grant their pitiful wish. Tirnoch watches over you and blesses you with her unyielding rage. No longer shall we tolerate the mortals and their vile presence in our world.
Keep preaching, guy. I can't move.
So,
Oh, there we go.
the undying mortal from the well has returned. Your mere existence is an abomination against all things.
How can you not see this?
So are you, Gadflu?
Mortals pervert the world, twisting it to their own ends. Your unnatural new life is only the latest in a long line of your kind's debaucheries. But Tiernok the Merciful chose me to be the cure. My army is the wildfire that will clear the land of you and your kind.
How do I... That's how. What a shitty chest. Ooh. May as well just run there. But where did he go? That's so stupid. So I have to go down here. Oh, level up. Okay, so down here, I think. Is this right? I want to be going up here. Some bastards. We don't even know I'm here. Yep, this is the right way. How much money am I up to now? Money 1.8. I don't know how we went down so much. We didn't buy that much stuff. Wow, that was a big crit. Face the XP. What do you got? Fuck all. Okay, it's a deer or something somewhere. Right in the face. Oh, it's a lot of dudes. What are oh, they're sprites. It's fine. We'll grab the shrine, why not?
Mortals stole the secrets of magic, and now they come to take our land. But all that they find here shall be death.
Take out the mage!
For the mountain god!
He's angry.
You struggle against the force of a simple army. How will you fare, I wonder, against the power of a god? Only a fool denies the power they can feel. She's been speaking more and more, and she has such interesting things to say about you. Soon, Tiernach the Merciful will come to our world in person. Then we'll see whose life is a lie, and whose life is nothing but salt and cinders.
He speaks big for a bitch that just disappears. It's a bit loud. I see a thresh. vigorous cowl. Vengeance. 10% chance to stun enemies when blocking. No. This is the wrong way. I was hoping each area would have its own, like, unique flair as far as enemies go. But there's a lot of reused stuff. It's a little disappointing. Straight ahead. See if we can backstab this thresh.
To stand against Tirnoch? Strike her down and salt the earth of her grave. Nothing may live lest Tirnoch come dancing. Try as you might, struggle as you will, you are deluded. There is no winning for you, only death.
Then fight me.
By all means, ignore me. Continue your campaign. Kill my Tuatha. But death as you define it means little to us. The great cycle returns each Tuatha as Tuatha again. And every time they do, Tirnoch gets stronger. Soon she will be born into this world. You will witness her power personally, and it will be the last thing your mortal flesh shall ever feel.
Alright. We didn't get any waypoint for this area at all. So I'm gonna run around until I find something. Just to speed up the process of coming back down this way when we need to. Like this thing right here will do.
A group of Winterfey, called the House of Sorrows, have built their lives around the Midden. They feed and tend the bodies there, and sanctify the ground with what dead they bring. It is they who preserve the culture of our people, and make this the cradle of winter. For their part, they have been given a beacon, a small sapling of white bark and red leaves, growing from the bodies in the midden.
Gadfro's voice has fallen silent in this land. The Tuatha are frightened and disorganized. They run back to Alabastra to make their final stand. We owe you much. Our eyes are opened and our blades unsheathed. Cluricon is won, but the House of Pride stands between us and the final goal. We are now free to press forward. And I can take you to an old friend who knows the next step. Yes, we will take you to his filthy tower on the island of Danistar. He hides within, and has not emerged in some time. I would like nothing more than to let him rot there. But he knows of a way past the sentinel of the House of Pride. But there will be more danger on the path ahead. Take these blades to prepare for whatever troubles you will face at his tower or beyond.
Beyblades.
Far to the southwest, there is a darkened tree by the Caelid coast. Meet me there, and Aelin Shear will be waiting. We will meet again.
Oh man, why couldn't they be daggers? That would have been good. Oh well. To the rubbish they go.
Shadowed tree on the Caelid coast.
Down there. Alright.
But here, I've got plenty of supplies. You've got plenty of coin. I'm back again. You there! Halt! Don't let me... When the great Niskaru arrived, I thought...
The price went up? Is there? There is. A blacksmith table. Who am I in battle with? Whoa! Why? Fuck you too, lady. Alright. Let's see if we've got anything new from last time. We've got just physical damage, which is not too bad, I guess. And the bleed is pretty good. Got a lot of lightning stuff. I guess we'll just keep what we've got. Can we make better armor? Let's see what we're wearing. We lose the 2 to finesse. I mean, we're doing fine with what we've got. I shouldn't try to get any stronger, really. I recognize the shopkeeper's voice. No idea who the voice actor is, but he sounds exactly like someone with the Dark Elves on Skyrim. Well, there you go. Hey, Spook, do you know when the next mainline Dragon Quest game is meant to be coming out? No idea? Okay. It's too many Thresh. Oh, we could look at making a robe. A good robe. Thresh Princess Bellin. Oh, there's another one. There's so many of them. There's 2 of them. Fuck it, I'm just gonna run. God damn casters. Hello.
Through the woods and mountainside, through the hollows and green meadow, through the summer, winter, day and night, through the hallowed halls of seasons and song, through the vengeance, pride and sorrow, echo the footfalls of the greaves of the Fae Hunter.
He was trying to look all imposing and shit, and then he was just terrible.
The Tuatha are on the run. Good work.
Thanks.
Plus, it's much more pleasant here without Gadflow bellowing at me from all corners. But enough pleasantry. Are you prepared for your reunion with Ventrinio?
Yes.
Just make sure he lives long enough to get us into Alabastra. Once that's done, it's none of my business. Of course, this is bound to be informative. I'm just disappointed I never had a chance to see the original Well of Souls. I believe our new friend has a disturbing path of living shadow to offer you. By all means, be my guest.
Shadow walk!
Make it quick. This way is a perfection.
I hope you're ready for this. I believe our new... This island smells like death. Stay behind me.
No.
Whatever that gnome's been up to, it looks like he's made...
Chaperone too strong! She still hasn't taken out one.
We can all be glad you expected a little more.
You fucking big bitch. Savant daggers is no good.
Just as Hughes thought, Ventrinio used the same wards from their old lab. This'll be quick. Follow me and be careful. The lads are coming from somewhere in here. This is...
The energy from the Well of Souls
Yes, the
is
dimension.
overwhelming. Damn it! What's wrong?
And why are there so many lands?
Apparently there's one right here. Oh, it might be up or down a level, I guess. Let's go, Toots!
Sounds like our rat is caught in a trap. I'm sure he'd be happy to help whoever saves him. Feeling careful, or we'll get trapped up there too.
You don't have to worry
Here's
about
where we
me.
part ways. I'll stop the lads at the stairwell. You get upstairs and retrieve Ventrinio. I'll hold this staircase. Move!
Would you though? Did 8 damage to it. I want to loot the chest! I want it! I cannot have it. I hope we get another Dragon Quest Monsters game at some point. They're really fun, and I don't think there's been an official English translation for any of them since Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 2, which was way back on the DS. I don't even think I know what a Dragon Quest Monsters game is.
A new source of power? What sort of nonsense is this? If anything had come in here, my detection spells would... Who's down there? Show yourself!
I don't know what all these noises are. Ow.
Damn it all! I don't care who you are. Get up here! Key to stabilizing the well.
Right in the neck hole. Poor guy. I mean, he's already dead, but poor guy.
This is what I get for using all those soldiers. I should have let them keep their souls.
It does nothing. So bad. So I need to keep going up. So I need to go this way, I guess. There was one left. Oh well.
When you get up here, try not to look too close. It'll be a little upsetting.
But I want to look at the well.
Damn it! Hurry! Before the whole well starts to collapse.
Why are these chests that I can't loot? That's frustrating. There's so many of them. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a boss fight and I probably shouldn't have used Wrath mode, but yeah, well.
Took your time. God damn it! Ever since the Baelor was defeated, the Chaos magic sent the well off its alignment. You show up, and now the Laz are... What? It's you. You're alive. But I saw you die.
It was the bolt in my face.
You can't be serious. This is my life work. Don't you remember what we went through to build this? Why, you even got yourself killed in Alabastra for this. We had more than enough Prismere, but you wanted to track down the power source behind it all, even if it meant sneaking right under Gadfo's nose. I spent days trying to recover your body, but I never expected to find you alive, or for you to return. Speaking of which, how did you return anyway? What? That's impossible. You were attuned at this well. You've never even set foot in his lab. Hughes is a joke. He doesn't have the stomach for this work. Those try waking the dead if you're not ready to make a few corpses, I say. But the well is coming down around us. Quick! I've got to slow the energy. This thing down. And don't... Oh, damn it all. Here they come. Hold them off. The lads are here. Hold them off while I try to stop the flow of energy to the well.
Easy.
Ignore the rubbling. Focus on the lads.
They're dead. Oh wait, there's another one about to attack him. Oh wow. Okay, they're not showing up on my minimap. Yeah, shit, there's a mage. Oh, it's him. Okay, that's fine. He's down. I'm sure he'll get back up.
There. Perfectly safe.
Just had a nana nap. Here comes big boy. Of some variety. Whatever's been making this noise the whole time. No, maybe not.
Talk with this old fool before I lose my temper.
All my work gone. Damn it all! But at least we're still alive. Once again, I triumph over death itself. I won't be talked to like that by an assistant. Why, I ought to... I mean, I ought to watch what I say and offer any assistance required by the large, heavily armed people who outnumber me.
That's right.
So we're going to Alabastra then. Speaking of not killing me, I want you to have this talisman. It's something I salvaged from my well, and it might just help you in Alabastra.
Soul lens.
We got in with a little help, of course. See, it's all because of Callous Dren, the defender of pride. In his house, no one can stand before him. None can even approach, unless you have my little secret. Patience, patience. You'll have it soon enough. I'm going to have to dig it out of the rubble of the tower. Go to the field of Huber, and I'll meet you there. And if you value your life, do not approach Dren. Get going.
What is this, no. It's like Dragon Quest, but instead of having human teammates, you make teams of monsters. You can recruit new monsters from the wild by doing some tests of strength. Your monsters attack the monsters you're trying to recruit, but instead of doing damage, it fills up a bar, and the higher the bar is, the higher the chance you have of getting that monster. You can fuse them to make even stronger ones. So kind of like Dragon Quest mixed with Pokemon, but different, if that makes sense. Yes, it does. And that sounds familiar. I think you may have told me about that before. Okay. Give me 2 secs. I think we might end up. I'm gonna have a nap because I am tired, and I've got some shit to do this afternoon that I have to do. So I think I might travel to here. And from here we can walk down there. I think we're getting close, I would say, because we're skipping all of the side quests and stuff. We're just doing the main story, and we've done all of the faction stuff. We did like 5 factions. I'm not going to bother with this one. I would say next stream we'll finish this off, I would imagine, just by looking at the map. Because this quest is to get into here, and then this is the last area. This is DLC. So this one, and this one was DLC, and these took like, this one took like 1.5 streams, so it's probably like 6 to 8 hours just to this. So we're going to skip the other DLC. But yeah, we should be able to finish this next stream. Now tomorrow, I think Dead said that him and his wife are around for more Divinity. If that's the case, we'll do Divinity tomorrow. And then we will finish this off on Monday. And then there's quite a bit of co-op stuff Dead and I are going to do. And then the next solo thing that I will be starting will be the Monster Hunter Stories 2 playthrough. So, stay tuned. Depending on how long it takes to finish this, if we only need to go another 2-3 hours, then we can start Monster Hunter Stories 2 after. Or maybe we finish this and then just do an indie game or something for a few hours and then start Monster Hunter on a new day. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how long it takes to finish this game off. But for now, that is it. I will see you guys tomorrow for some Divinity. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, bye!